Hi, everyone. My name is Allison Wagner, and I'm a senior product designer at IDEMIA. I'm here today with members of the FIDO Accessibility Workstream under the UX Working Group. And presenting with me is Patrick Leahy, a staff designer on the design systems team at VMware, and Cam Champeau, a product manager at Sony PlayStation. All of this was developed under the guidance of Joyce Oshida, an accessibility trainer and educator, also at VMware. The main point that we want to discuss today is that accessibility can help drive Passkey adoption. More people can use passkeys if we build the experiences with accessibility in mind. Since passkeys simplify the sign-in experience, it makes them easier to use, and it drives accessibility for technology as a whole. So what do we know already? We know that passkeys are highly accessible for screen reader users. This is because operating systems do most of the work. This means that we're not relying on relying parties and/or website owners' knowledge of accessibility. And it also means that sites can have major flaws in accessibility and still provide an accessible passkey experience. However, we do want to note that gaps still exist. Usability issues often come down to not using accessibility best practices during development. And we've noted that QR codes have major issues for blind and limited mobility users. We also note that hybrid experiences and cross-device use cases are areas for future accessibility innovation. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Patrick.
Hi, thanks, Allison. So now we're going to discuss a quick video demo. It's broken up into two sections with three flows: registration and sign-in, and removing a passkey. What we really want you to look for is the fact that in registration and sign-in, this process is handled mostly by the operating system, and as a result is pretty smooth because it doesn't have a lot of interaction with the actual website. When we remove a passkey, it's going to be a little different because we're going to see a basic flaw come up in how the website is coded. Although it should be noted that this is going to be the mobile experience and that it did work on desktop for this provider. And to be clear, the point is not to be specifically critical of this one provider and site owner. What we want to show is an example of what we see commonly as we audit these experiences. And basically what we've explained, that when it's done, when this is handled via the operating system, it tends to work pretty well and it's fairly accessible, but then, it's also going to be up to the individual site owner to implement accessible technologies correctly on their site. So here we go.
Main region, register this device button. Enter, money forward ID document. And getting ready, ... Getting ready, ... Looking for you, ... Making sure it's you, ... OK button, alt followed by O. Looking for you, ... Hello, wait the sheet, select OK to continue. Making sure it's you, ... Enter. Money forward ID dash Google Chrome. Money forward ID, money forward ID, money forward ID. One region, one heading and 5 links. You can manage your biometric authenticator. Ochoice.tester@gmail.com. Use Windows. Hello. One of enter. Money forward ID dash Google Chrome. Main region. Email edit required. Ochoice.tester@gmail.com. Cancel button. Alt followed by D. Getting ready. ... Getting ready. ... Looking for you. ... Making sure it's you. ... Hello. Wait the sheet. Select OK to continue. OK enter. Money forward ID dash Google Chrome. Main region. Email edit required. Ochoice.tester@gmail.com. Money forward ID. Money forward ID. One region. One heading and 10 links. Notice logo graphics. Signed in successfully.
So quick pause. What we just looked at was very smooth, handled mostly by Windows with very minimal interaction with the website. And as a result, it goes by very quickly with very little input needed from Joyce. Now we're going to look at the delete passkey flow.
Unregister button. Unregister. Unregister this device. You will not be able to sign in. Money forward ID. Visited. Money forward ID. Visited. Copyright. Visited. Money. Visited. Manage biometric authenticators. Heading level 1. Money forward ID. Visited. Semicolon. Visited. Money. Visited. Link. Unregister this device. You will not be able. Semicolon. Visited. Link. Terms of use. Link.
So I'm going to pause here, but what's happening is the focus hasn't moved from the background site to the modal and to the unregister or cancel buttons. So because the accessible technology that Joyce is using is not reading this button correctly, she can't interact with it. And use it to unregister from that device. And this is something that is not has nothing to do with the OS. It has to do with how the site has been coded and how the accessible technology interacts with it. So thanks, everybody. With that, we're going to move on. And I'm going to hand it off to Cameron.
So what does this all mean? Accessibility is consistent when we shift responsibility to the platform and Passkey providers. Increased reliance on the operating systems reduce site owners' accessibility overhead when deploying passkeys. This results in a quicker and more robust passkey advancements by circumnavigating site owner knowledge gaps. Ultimately, increased user control due to platform advancements and accessibility. Bundling accessibility with adoption is an opportunity for greater awareness for both passkeys and accessibility. So introducing accessibility materials such as the UX working group best practices, the FIDO accessibility work, as well as integrated accessibility requirements and certification processes alongside Passkey documentation increases site owner awareness of accessibility. And this results in potential for new innovation, such as opportunity to address gaps in accessible support for autofill and QR code, which still have addressable issues today. And how can we look beyond to more accessible solutions?
In conclusion, FIDO can accelerate accessibility for almost everyone because passkeys are fundamentally more accessible than passwords to begin with. And signing in is something that everyone has to do. So making sign-ins accessible drastically increases access to technology for all users. This is huge. Thank you.